When you look at the Paris Olympics 2024, there have been a lot of talking points. Perhaps if you look at it, this is probably India's most controversial Olympics at this point in time. And it all centered around this particular individual. Vinesh Fogart, the controversy that has erupted in the aftermath of what happened in the 50 kilo freestyle event, has brought global attention to the Paris Olympics, and India has been outraged in a lot of ways. This, if you look at it, the 100 grams overweight disqualification that saw massive controversy, decision has been appealed in CAS, Court of Arbitration for Sports. This will perhaps be the biggest talking point in the history of the Olympics for India until Los Angeles 2028 even. Because Vinesh Fogart missed out on a chance of a gold medal. She would have become the first female to ever win a gold medal in India. Now she's missed out on that because she was 100 grams overweight. 100 grams. Now she's challenged this in Court of Arbitration for Sports, and that is why, looking at the current situation, it looks like she may get a medal. But the controversy, the circumstances by which she's getting the medal, this will be a case study of how the sport has been run. So wrestling will have massive ramifications, whatever be the verdict of the Court of Arbitration for Sports. At this point in time, you may have seen the video also, UWW have been asked to present the documents. In case CAS finds that those documents are good, Vinesh may not get the medal. But if it happens and the documents are not that good, then most likely, if you look at it, Vinesh Fogart could get the silver medal. Joint silver. Because she couldn't participate in the final, so gold was anyway out of the equation. But this controversy, we have seen a maelstrom of emotions coming up. Outrage, pro, anti, whatever way you look at it, this has really galvanized India and ensured that, okay, there is support for Vinesh. There are some brickbats also. Let's see where this case goes, because August 13th is a deadline. It could come 12th, 13th, anytime. Not necessarily 9:30 p.m. IST. It could happen even before also. The absolute deadline is 13th. So let's see whether Vinesh gets the medal or not. The red card that saw the India men's hockey team go red. Amit Rohidas in the quarterfinal against Great Britain. Now there was a stick up, which meant that it was quite dangerous, and that is why the referee dismissed him and gave him a red card. So India played with one man short for 42 minutes. Hockey India did launch give out an appeal that yes, we are going to challenge the referee's decision on Amit Rohidas, because Rohidas was going to miss one game. They had raised other issues also, like there was an tablet, an iPad right next to the goalkeeper on the field of play during the penalty shootout. That can't be done. Rohidas's red card was going to be challenged, but unfortunately the decision was held and Rohidas missed the game versus Germany. What happened in that? India lost 2-3 to Germany, and their chances of a silver or a gold went out of the window. And that is why now India won the bronze, but they could have gotten a much more. This was the defining point in India's hockey campaign. The way how they bounced back, the way how they managed to ensure that was there. But as far as the rules are concerned, if you have seen the game, the stick-up challenge and the way how it hurt the player, there was no debate about it. It had to be given. But then unfortunately, when we look at India, we try to back people, but then we don't know the circumstances about it. That's why it was controversial, to say the least. Lakshya Sen. Now, his deletion of the match against Kevin Cordon raised a lot of issues. One, Lakshya won the game, but that game got deleted because Kevin Cordon of Guatemala suffered an injury and ruled him out for the remainder of the games. Now, BWF rules stated that if a player gets ruled out from the group, all the matches that happen subsequently are deleted with him. Now, despite winning, Lakshya Sen's match had deleted. He had to go through a longer route to get to the semi-finals. Anyways, Kevin Cordon's deletion was just one particular instance that yes, you anyway had to go through Jonathan Christie in the group of death, which he did. But the deletion thing really was a strange issue in the Paris Olympics at this point. For the first time, Indians realized that yes, if a player gets injured and withdraws from the tournament, that match can get deleted. So in a way, the problems arose for Lakshya Sen, but then he overcame all of that and made it to the semi-finals. Unfortunately, he lost to Victor Axelsen and Lee Zizia. So he missed out on the bronze there also. But this was an irritant in a certain way. Antim Pangal. If you want disaster for an Olympics both on and off the mat, this girl unfortunately faced it. She lost 0-10 in her very first bout, and then her opponent went on to lose the next game, and that's why she wasn't even contention for repechage. You also had to understand Antim was facing a similar Vinesh-like situation. She also had to work hard to maintain the weight. But then unfortunately she was tired, she looked jaded, drained of energy, and that's why she lost 0-10. After that, problems off the mat also surfaced because accreditation to a sister to gain access in Olympics village that saw her kicked out. Now, strictly you cannot give the accreditation to anybody else. It's against the rules, non-transferable. So that is why she fell foul of that. Antim Pangal did state that yes, I wanted to get my physio and staff out. I couldn't go because I was ill. But then unfortunately this happened, and because of that, Antim Pangal had to be booted out of the Indian village, and she's back in India. Now they are contemplating a ban, but it has not yet officially been announced by the IOA. So let's see where Antim Pangal's future heads from this point in time. She had a good start. She came into the Olympics high on confidence, but now unfortunately she has come back from Paris with lots of controversies. Boxing. Nishant Dev and Preeti Pawar in their respective categories lost very close bouts. Nishant Dev in particular. Now, there were allegations that there was bias and the referees had favored a particular player. Now, understand one thing. Even Vijender Singh did not know what is the boxing scoring system like. The boxing scoring system has got lot of technicalities, lot of subjective interpretations, and also remember there are certain points in the face where you have to get the points. Even if you are defending, you don't get the point. There are some lower body punches don't give you that much of advantage also. So the point system ever since boxing has been there has been a problem. But it was a bigger problem when IBA controlled it. Now this time IOC appointed unit had run boxing. This was a system which was kind of transparent. But again, accusing the referees of bias is the most easy thing. 5 referees were there from different parts of the world, not even affiliated to Mexico or India. Accusing them of bias, that's why there is a neutral referee system in place there. Now, Nishant Dev also was fuming. How could I have battled strongly? But if you look at it, 1.5 rounds Nishant Dev was good, 1.5 rounds that Mexican boxer was good. Preeti Pawar also was surprised. Like yes, she lost, but Preeti Pawar's thing was even more closer. So that is why the boxing matches of Nishant Dev and Preeti Pawar, where the scoring system in boxing after both lost close matches against opponents, came into focus. Now, one hopes in the near future, all the games, the scoring system remains. And you hope that we understand what the scoring system is like. So, one hopes that this is sorted, but then all the attention has been on Vinesh, because of the way how this has been handled. You are not getting a closure until August 13th. Whatever closure happens, it's going to have big ramifications for the sport. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis, and don't forget to tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. Bye-bye.